What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Kpop Kimchi podcast, your number one source for Kpop content. I'm your host today, Fog Raw, because Justin was under the weather and did not make the trip with us to see Rolling Quartz. But I have three special guests who are here to take a spot, so you guys can introduce yourselves.
Yo, what's up? I'm Zag.
These are all people from our Discord, so if you're going to be a special guest, come join the Discord.
Boy Josh, aka Josh, here yet again.
Hi, this is Allah in the Discord.
She's a first-time guest. The other two were guests some time ago.
Long time.
Episode 30.
I was going to say, and I actually looked it up, and the last time we had a special guest, it was episode 90, so that was over 90 episodes ago, almost 100 episodes ago.
Long time listener, first time caller.
So the reason we're all here is Zeg blew the conch horn like Ron Burgundy and Anchorman and summoned all of us to Chicago to see Rolling Quartz. For those who don't know, Rolling Quartz is an actual band from Korea made of girls. That's really all I can say. I don't know if you really consider them idols or not, but they're made of, it's like a girl group that plays instruments. So we'll get into that in a minute, though. You guys got anything fun or exciting to talk about before we get into the episode?
Oh, let's see. What's happened in my life since episode 30?
I bought a bunch of Pixie albums today at this random store called Kpop.
Best store ever.
It was sick. There was a lot of stuff there.
I don't think that's what they're called. I think that's just the sign.
That's what's on the banner.
That's what the sign said. Just like in Springfield, we have a store, and it's called Asian Market, and that's the Asian Market. So
Really?
yeah, we do.
Wild.
I know, right? But yeah, I bought like $200 worth of Pixie albums. Totally worth it. Probably go buy some more tomorrow, maybe. Yes. I don't know. I don't really need gas to get back home. I'll just walk. It's fine.
Yeah, it's a good leg workout.
I bought 3 light sticks recently, and that's the first batch, and then I'll buy an additional batch after these come in.
Okay. We got some light sticks.
Groups.
Oh, what groups did I buy? I bought G-Friend, because
Nice.
G-Friend is my alt group, but for some reason I didn't have their light stick. I bought Viviz, and I don't remember what the third one I bought was.
Nice.
It's a surprise.
It is a surprise.
It's
What
Christmas in
did I buy?
May.
Oh, 17. I bought a 17 light stick. That's it. So I'm just now missing Stray Kids of the concerts I've seen, but I don't have their light stick.
That reminds me. I forgot since last episode, since that was a week ago, we also got more Pixie albums in the mail. How could I forget that?
Oh my gosh.
We got all 5 versions of the Jewel Case albums, and I ordered 2 Mystery Reborn albums that I don't know what they're going to be until I get home tomorrow.
And you did something else, Pixie, since the last one, right?
Oh yeah, I bought a giant wall flag.
That is not what I meant.
Oh, yeah, and I got a giant tattoo on my bicep
There you go.
That's what I meant, yeah.
that says Winksy on it, and it's the drawing that Lola made when they were in Boston on a wall that she was very disappointed in, but she still liked it because she loves us. So, got a tattoo, so that's cool.
It's a sick tattoo.
Trying to think what else I did. I cried some nights watching my Pixie videos, but that's not really anything new. I don't know if we had the daily depression of me talking about Pixie and being sad in the Discord, because I was kind of busy today.
No, yeah, it was missing. It was missing. It was
Yeah.
noticed.
Did you guys get anything cool recently?
All of the Unforgiven albums of the Seraphim.
Oh yeah, he had like a
Look at
collection of the Seraphim albums.
Saudi.
And more G Fuel.
Yeah, G Fuel, come sponsor Zeg. This man drinks G Fuel like nobody's business. Josh just discovered K-pop again after being gone for 5 months, so
Yeah, you know, that's per normal.
that happens about every
Yeah, I haven't-
3-4 months. So
yeah, probably. I'd say. I haven't bought anything in quite a while, but I am going to see Mamamoo next week. in Chicago.
Yes!
that is true. They're gonna go see Mamamoo, so that's
my
cool.
most exciting thing.
That is pretty exciting though.
Chicago, 2 weekends in a row, baby.
Shout out to living in Chicago. It's
Yeah,
been
that
great.
makes it a lot
Must
easier.
be nice.
Yes, it is.
I will say when we went to the venue today, is at Reggie's in Chicago. It's kind of a smaller place. I don't know if anyone's ever been there before.
Loved it.
It's really nice.
I love small venues.
The one thing that was unique for this though is that this is the only K-pop show, K-rock show, whatever you want to call it, that I've ever been to that had an opening group play, like an actual concert.
Yeah, opening band.
A divisive band.
Yeah, so I remember looking on the little flyer, whatever you want to call it, poster thing for this on Reggie's site, and it's like, is it Bullet Through the Heart or Bullet to the
I
Bullet
think it's Bullet to the Heart.
Bullet to the Heart, right? And I was like, what is this? Is this like the name of the album? Is this the tour name or something? And then I looked it up, and it was like an actual group opening for him. I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. So we went and saw it, and we're standing there. They actually had a good amount of fans there. Like, there was actually a decent amount of, I guess, older people and younger people
Really
there.
were.
I was really surprised by there was definitely an older crowd that
Yeah,
I've never
there's
seen at a K-pop show.
like a
before.
good amount. Well, I guess once I saw all the fans they had there, they had to have been a local group because there's no way a random group that no one's ever heard of is going to roll in and have a whole like
Yeah.
posse of fans just randomly on a Friday night at Reggie's.
Right.
Yeah.
They were pretty cool. I mean, they had a girl lead singer, which I guess doesn't really matter. If I had to compare them to anything, they're like a very soft core version of like Dying Wish. I don't know if you guys ever heard Dying Wish.
Yeah.
No.
But yeah, I mean, they were cool. They had a okay music if you're into that, I guess.
The only my biggest issue was the mixing of the sound was definitely off.
I will say that the lady, the singer, her mic was turned down super low, so I could barely hear what she was saying most of the time.
Yeah.
The music was okay.
Yeah, that sounded alright.
It honestly sounds like something I hear on like the radio nowadays. Like I said, it's kind of softcore rock or metal, whatever you call it. They did have that one song, that Black Widow song, that kind of had a cool breakdown there at the end. But no, they were alright. Especially for a local band, I think they were pretty good.
I think I liked them the most. I really liked them
And
actually.
the,
I bought merch from them.
Yeah, she got something, so she was a big fan.
Yeah, number one fan of what Bullet to the Heart is what they're called. I
Yeah.
bought a very cute pink bottle opener.
Also, they had the sickest logo on their giant flag that they had. It was like
Yeah, it was
a
pretty
cool skull that turned into a heart, like getting ripped in half.
Yeah, it was pretty sick.
It was pretty sick.
What I thought was sweet was that the singer's mom was there.
Yeah, the singer's mom was there.
That was awesome.
Yeah, like I said, for local band, they sound pretty good. I don't know.
Yeah.
They sounded better than a lot of local bands I've heard before and all the shows I've been to. I can say that.
True.
I guess before we do that, I forgot. We talked about how we got there. Not that that really matters, but Zeg went to like the VIP experience, all inclusive, everything.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, so Zeg, please tell us your story about how the VIP experience went.
So it wasn't all that spectacular.
First off, tell them when the actual show started.
Oh, it started at 9 o'clock.
It started at 9 o'clock, right?
9 p.m.
When did you have to line up to go to your thing?
Well, they let us in. Well, they were supposed to let us in at 6:30, but then it was like 6:45, and we're like, "What's going on?" But yeah, it wasn't really all that spectacular. I mean, I got a picture with them,
was pretty cool.
and a poster that was signed by them. But yeah, we just waited in line, went upstairs to like I guess that mezzanine type of deal.
Gotcha.
And we took a picture with them. Some people, for some reason, took like 5 minutes to get their picture done. I'm not really sure what was going on. And then others, like myself, were just there for like 30 seconds.
They must have like purposely messed it up so they could have more time with their face in the wrong direction.
Had to.
They like
Had to.
sneezed. They're like, ah,
Nice little
chill.
thinking right there.
Did you talk to them at all?
I did say hello. I said hello in Korean, and then I said thanks in Korean, and then
Beautiful.
we like posed.
Damn.
It was good. And then I left and I just waited around for like 3 hours.
I was gonna say he was there for a while because Josh and I ventured off to Chinatown. That's where we found the K-pop store, and he went to the Rotary Sushi place because he'd never been there before.
Oh my
Sushi
gosh.
Plus.
It was mind blowing.
It was you should have seen this, dude. It was like, I don't know, like that movie with is it Bradley Cooper when he takes like the crazy drug. And he like,
Oh yeah.
you know what I'm talking about?
Unlimited or
Unlimited.
something?
Yeah,
Or
like
something
it's
like
all
that.
like the synapses in his
Limitless.
brain.
I think it's limitless, not
Like we
unlimited.
get like a kid from like the 1700s to sip a Mountain Dew and just his brain explode.
That was me.
That was Josh sitting there.
Actually, the what was it?
The little-
rocket ship. Or
There's like a
whatever?
little bullet train. If you ordered
Bullet
something in the back, and it would like
train,
bring it out to you. It's
Oh
pretty
my
sick.
Gosh, that blew my
That's
mind.
pretty sick.
Yeah. Also,
Missed that.
warning to anybody who is ever gonna go there, it gets quite expensive quite fast.
Very.
You know, you go in there, down a couple 2 or 3 years. Next thing you know, you drop $40. So on a light meal, but
Very light
totally
meal.
worth it. It's awesome. The sushi's great. If you've never gone there, it's like, Probably the best
some of
I've
the
ever
best sushi I've had.
and that's coming from a guy from Michigan.
Yes.
So I
That's
mean,
something.
that's all you really need to know. If he's saying it's good, it must be the best. So that happened. Zeg went on his awesome virtual reality VIP experience. That was cool. I'm glad you got to go hang out with everybody and get a signed poster. You even got some like cool cards
Yeah.
that
that's
apparently
some,
you're like missing one of the members, but
yeah, for some reason, Jaeyoung, we'll get into members later, but Jaeyoung's not on a photo card.
they do
but-
that cool like gold
But
stamp
they
on them.
have,
though.
but
It's,
yeah,
like, legit.
like the fifth one was like just a group photo. I was like, okay, that's kind of cool.
It was kind of
Oh.
random. Was it like you only got 4 of them and you only got?
I guess. I
One
mean,
of
it
the
was,
four
the,
you
it was
wanted?
the special gift, is what they
I
called
mean, that's
it.
pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and they have like, I don't know how to say it.
Like a
Like
matte finish.
it's still a logo, but it's like shiny in the corner.
Yeah,
Holographic?
it is like a
holographic,
nice
maybe.
matte. Oh, it's kind of sparkly too. These are like legit.
Yeah.
It's got like embossed seal on it. I will say the little rolling quartz thing is pretty sick.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's a good experience. Almost as good as getting selfies with members of Pixie.
Almost.
You wore your Pixie shirt to the Rolling Quartz concert.
I
right?
did do that.
Oh yeah.
Represent.
And then
My
My
mystery members shirt that I messed up.
Yeah, Zeg and Fog are wearing matching shirts right now. It's very cute.
oh yeah, and I forgot my picture was done in the KPK.
It was.
Shirt.
He represented
I
us
represented it.
Hell yeah.
in the picture, so that's sick. I changed the mine for the podcasting one because the sleeves were constricting my arms. So
Throw mine on now. I feel like I'm left sitting out.
yeah, just throw it on there. Josh's his is a little tight, but I think he's lying.
Yeah, a little bit.
Actually, I'm just kidding. I've seen him in it before. It's a little tight.
I put on my Rolling Quartz shirt.
Oh,
Perfect.
There it is.
You guys can't even see this because there's no video, but squat up.
Ow!
This is the real show, people. This is the Patreon exclusive right now. After hours Patreon exclusive.
There we go.
Hey, look at this guy.
Hey,
It's
it's
fine. It's not
fine.
that tight, dude.
I feel so left
Just
out
pull,
right now.
pull your shorts up higher. Cover your lower stomach, man. It's fine. So, that was that. The opening band is cool. I mean, you can definitely see where if they were just like a local band and they played a lot of local shows, they'd probably get a good crowd of people to come watch them.
Yeah.
So they weren't like bad or anything. Just, I wish they were more hardcore.
Right.
Yeah.
Alright, so after the opener, we got to the actual show. The members came out and they were tuning their own instruments, which is kind of cool. I'll let Zeg explain who the actual members are, because I have no idea. But he is the ultimate Rolling Quartz fan here. What's their fandom name?
Diadem.
Diadem. He's old.
Diadem.
Diadem.
I actually need to bring
Diadem.
up the actual names because there's some of them I don't remember how to pronounce properly.
A diadem is
Because
like
I'm
a
like the
tiara
worst.
type thing.
Diadem. Interesting name.
It's because they're Rolling Quartz. A diadem is like a
I
tiara.
didn't spray paint him. I dyed him.
Oh my god.
That was bad.
Like Ravenclaw's diadem.
Fun fact: I believe two or three of the members are Ravenclaw houses.
No.
There we go.
That's-
Fun
who
fact of the
cares?
day. For all you Harry Potter fans out there.
Diadem. Come on.
Alright, so I was
Pronunciation.
gonna say, okay, Zeg's got us. I can just take my word. He's the biggest diadem there is.
Not really, but
On this
Here we go.
podcast, he is tonight.
yeah. All right, so I'm just going down the list of honestly the K profiles page.
Shout out to K Profiles.
Hell yeah.
All right,
Come
so
sponsor us.
you
We'll
have-
sponsor you. Let us sponsor you. We're flipping it. Let us sponsor you.
Right, exactly. All right, so you have Autumn, who she's the bassist. Apparently she's like the most popular.
I was
member.
gonna say, she had those perfect urina bangs going on tonight.
She really did.
They're like flawless.
She's also a Ravenclaw.
There you go,
Is your rendering?
Ravenclaw.
Ravenclaw, yeah. Are we just gonna go down all the facts or just go straight?
You
through?
just go to who the members are and what they're
All right,
doing.
yeah. So Autumn, who's like I said, is the bassist, and then you have Irie, who is the lead guitarist,
And the most adorable person ever.
and literally the most adorable person ever. She just does not
Nice.
stop smiling and
That's so
having too
cute.
much fun. It's absolutely amazing.
Wait, she's learning Arabic?
Oh, there you go.
Oh my god,
and then-
representation.
And then you have Youngun, who's the drummer. So she's just kind of sitting in the back.
Let me tell you, she was really slinging those sticks,
she
dude.
really
got
was.
that double bass kick going.
Yeah.
It was insane. She was really good.
She was going crazy.
Josh was trying to see if she was wearing shoes or not the whole time.
I told him a lot of drummers don't wear
Yeah.
shoes. It's just a thing
Yeah,
that
she
they don't.
100% was not wearing shoes.
I learned about it yesterday that drummers don't wear shoes and it blew my mind.
She's also a Ravenclaw.
She's also a big fan of Dreamcatcher,
There you go.
and I believe she was teaching or did teach. I want to say Handong
Oh, sick.
drums. I could be wrong about which member, but I'm pretty sure it was Handong. So correct me if I'm wrong. And then you have Ja Young, who's the main, or not even main vocal. She just is the vocal.
I was gonna say there's only one.
And then you have Hyunjung, who is the rhythm guitarist.
Goodness, she is the rhythm guitarist.
Very, very
Yes.
rhythmic
Very.
on that guitar.
Her hair's pretty sick today too. It's like
Very
a
sick.
blondish, bluish thing going on. I think I'm colorblind as shit, so I don't know if it's true.
You were
or not.
very right.
Okay, sick.
Yeah,
Who's your
you
guys' favorite
fucking
hair
nailed
today?
it.
What?
Who's your guys' favorite hair today?
I'm always a fan of the Urena straight perfect bangs
Yeah.
with the high pony.
Yeah,
so
Autumn's hair is
Oh, they all had
Oh,
really
good.
nice hair.
I'm talking between Youngin and Irie.
Irie is good
I love
because
the
like,
red.
it's just
The red was just it popped.
I was.
it really
Hyunjung.
fits her personality.
I like the blue hair. Her hair, because Hyunjung, her hair matched her pants, which
There you go.
I really appreciated.
And then Youngun all the way in the back with the purple hair. Couldn't really tell.
Very
I
subtle.
couldn't. I literally couldn't see her. Like,
Yeah,
I
she
could
was kind of
barely see.
hiding back there.
Just hiding back there. Don't worry, I got some fan cams of her because she needs some love.
Every time like she would go off a little bit, all the other members would literally duck.
Yeah, they
so
were
that
like,
we could
oh,
see
yeah.
her.
she would like go off. So next we'll go to like the little set list I had here, which I found thanks to my good friend and the third, maybe first hardest worker of the channel, Reddit. I'd say the first hardest work was Reddit, then Kpop profiles, then somebody else, whoever edits the stuff. That's not me. VSDC that exports all of our stuff, and then Justin and I are somewhere there at the bottom. So, actually, wait. What did most people say? Number one hardest workers are fans. That's who's number one.
God.
That's
Darn right.
number one.
What's your fandom called? What are your
Really?
fans called?
I don't know.
All right, we'll workshop it.
But it was awesome because it came out and their opening songs they had were Seven Nation Army by the White Stripes, which was sick, into like For Who the Bell Tolls. So that was pretty awesome. That really got the crowd fired up. Then they had Higher, which I believe was actually one of their own songs because they played a lot of
They did do a lot of covers.
which is cool, whatever.
Yeah.
I was really hoping when I heard this that it was like Higher by Creed, but it wasn't.
Missed opportunity.
I know, right?
It's sick.
Just a whole cover is hired by Creed. That was sick. And Scott Stapp like came from the sky, like an angel. That was sick. Then they did a cover of Misery Business, which is awesome.
Fuck yeah, they did.
I had to take a video for Justin because Paramore's his favorite group of all time. I've heard Paramore play that song in person many, many times, and then I've seen now Rolling Quartz play it, and it was just as good, honestly. Then they had, I don't know, they had some like random medleys of things they had going on here. So, like I said, I went off this dude's, I guess, set list he made, and it said Delight Fanfare, which I mean, I guess Delight's their song, which was,
Yeah, the lights there.
it was actually pretty sick. The crowd was hyped, not gonna
Yes.
lie.
Yes.
Then they played Azalea, everyone freaked out for that.
Oh, my favorite.
Then they played a mix of like Smells Like Teen Spirit, which is cool.
Yeah.
Really, everyone was just pretty hyped. Then they played Good Night, which I'm not sure if they covered that by Dreamcatcher or if Dreamcatcher covered that by them.
That's the real question.
Real
Because
question.
I was like listening to songs by them on the way up here. I'm like, you know what? I should probably listen to some songs, see if I even know any of their songs I got. And this one came on. I was like, man, this sounds really familiar. Maybe I do know a song by them. And then I was like looking at it and I'm listening to it. I'm like, wait a minute, this sounds really familiar. Like, I don't know, is this really them? I don't remember their voices being this deep, but maybe they are. And then I looked it up and I guess it was like literally is a Dreamcatcher song, and that's where I've heard it before. And then I guess they like covered it and now it's like their song too. It was awesome though. Then the one that really got the crowd in a frenzy was Bad Romance by Lady Gaga.
Fuck
Oh.
yes.
People were like freaking out. By that I mean 2 people behind us were freaking out.
Yeah.
Could you guys not see me freaking out in the front, front of you?
No.
I
I
don't
was
know.
Too
singing
busy focusing on the girls.
very loudly.
I was busy looking at my Pixie photos on my phone.
Oh my
course.
god.
And the score of the Celtics game when they lost the Heat again.
Is that why you were checking your phone?
Yeah. Then they had some guitar solos going on, and they had Irie's guitar solo, and it says that she played Scuttle Button. Don't know what that is, but man, she
No
was
idea what that
shredding it.
It was
She's
good.
shredded, yeah.
Shredding it. We've got I got some final thoughts here at the end of this podcast thing here we can talk about and get into this stuff. Then they had Hyunjung's guitar solo. She played Cupid's December. No idea what that is, but she was ripping it too. Then they came out and played Always Remember Us This Way. I don't know why that just sounded like a really weird sentence in my head when I said it. My brain just stopped. Like that might have stroke.
It was such a beautiful song.
It was.
I
It
started
was,
tearing
yeah.
up a little bit.
And the singer came out and like played on like a huge
Yeah.
keyboard. I don't know if the keyboard was really big or she was really small, but it looked really big.
Yeah.
Both.
I was disappointed it wasn't Black Parade, but you know.
That would have been sick. That was foreshadowing for later on in the show. Then they played Naza Babara.
Yeah, that's their recent comeback.
Okay, that is an actual song. I did not know that. There you go. It's pretty sick. Then they had a very surprise song when they had a cover of Pink Venom by Blackpink with like a weird.
Crossover with Mic Drop.
Yeah,
For,
with
like,
Mic
one
Drop
verse.
by BTS in the middle of it. It was so fucking fucking lit. I loved
Yeah, I
it.
know, it was crazy.
I was doing the Pink Venom choreography. It was amazing.
It was a wild time. It was pretty cool. Then they played Youth Gone Wild, Blaze, R&R Paradise, which I'm pretty sure is short for what the name of their tour is, isn't it?
Rock and Roll Paradise.
Rock and Roll
Yeah.
Paradise, yeah.
Then they played Sing Your Heart Out, and then they encored with the greatest song of all time, which I don't understand why this is the song they played. But it was Helena by My Chemical Romance, which was pretty
It
cool.
was actually pretty sick.
It was actually really good. That's like one of the 2 songs I recorded because I just wanted to hear him play Helena. So that was awesome. But honestly, their set list, I was wondering about it when I was going into it because they only have like maybe 10 songs of their own, if that.
I'd say less.
Yeah.
I think like
Probably, I think it was less.
8.
So then I was like, well, I wonder what's going to go on here. But they did a lot of covers. It's crazy because when they played the covers, they kind of just mixed in with their own songs. So if you literally had no idea what the other covers were, you would have just thought they were songs that they made.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So that's pretty sick. What would you guys say your experience was?
Boy, it was a lot of fun.
It was fun, yeah.
Minus the opening band. It was just kind of I just kind of stood there and just whatever. But Rolling Quartz was awesome. I really did enjoy it.
I enjoyed it. I just still wish I even think the mixing was a little poor, even when Rolling Quartz came out.
Yeah, the audio mixing
I
was.
think
a little bad.
that would have been. I mean, it was still good, but that would have made a difference. Other than that, crowd was great. It was hype, except for some individuals that wanted to get a little bit aggressive.
Knuck if you buck, if you know what
But
I'm saying.
other than that, it was great.
I loved it. Like, I genuinely had so much fun. That was fucking awesome. I cried twice.
There you go.
It was
That's how you know.
was
Like,
incredible.
When I think about it, I just think about what's his face's brother and or not Anchorman and Step Brothers. When they're like thinking about all the good times they had, you know, and he's like laughing and crying at the same time.
Yeah.
With like a montage of images paying like flying a kite.
It was just
Derek, that's his name, Derek.
It was awesome. I thought they were so talented. I thought the lead singer was so charismatic. I had so much fun, and I am a big fan now.
There you
Yeah,
go.
her vocals are no joke.
So, all right. I've got a lot of thoughts and opinions that have been stirring in the old noggin since I've been sitting here for the last 2 hours. Huh?
That's dangerous.
Well, not really. It's just we give it to you straight here, all right? This is a unfiltered after hours
Oh boy.
Patreon.
He takes one sip of Baja Blast and
My
he's ready to go.
my synapses are firing off right now. The Baja Blast is hitting hard. But no, so one thing I will say is we've honestly never seen, well, I myself have never seen like a band, like a K-pop band play live. Like I've never seen like, you know, In Flying or Day 6 or Extraordinary Heroes or any of those people play, whatever. Even, well, obviously AOA had like a weird band thing going on when they first debuted, but it was like completely different. There also was one random video of every member of DIA playing an instrument singing Mr. Potter. That was pretty sick. But when I was going into this, my original thought was I'm very interested to see, because I mean they are a band, like they're an actual band. And I was very interested to see how much of it they actually played themselves and how much like backtracked and not them actually doing what they're supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? Also, I will say right off the bat, the lead singer, you're right, very charismatic. She's a great front person for the group. Like, I mean, she'd be good in any group as a front person. She's just she interacts with the fans good. She's great stage presence. She drew your attention. And the one thing I did notice right away is that, I don't know if it's just like how she was trained, if it also is a K-pop thing or Korean thing, her vocals were by far better than the first group that we had.
Oh, yeah.
Like, not even close, remotely
Different
close.
Yeah.
Different
Like,
ballpark.
when they were singing, she literally hit like every note. She did not mess up. Like everything was like textbook perfect. I've seen probably, not including the K-pop shows I've been to, probably 75, 80 concerts like in my life. Like hundreds and hundreds of bands. And I'm talking about like from local bands to like my friends' bands to huge bands like Bring Me the Horizon, A Day to Remember, like Of Mice and Men back in that Austin, like back when they were good. Like these huge bands play. Even like Modest Mouse, like super big ones. And this, honestly, for a band might be the best overall performance I've ever seen performed by a group in my life, like live.
Oh my god.
There's like they did not mess up. Everything was spot on. Like you did not see any like off notes. You didn't hear any off beats. You didn't have any mess ups. No vocals went out. There's no like mumbling. Like everything was like A+, picture perfect. Like honestly, God, the best live performance I've ever seen from start to finish.
That's amazing.
Just going off like a technical standpoint, like it's ridiculous. Like we were talking about how they were like shredding the guitar earlier, and I mean they were like going off. I haven't heard guitar playing that good live since I've seen like Jackie Vincent when he was in Falling Reverse. And he actually left the group to go become like a guitar teacher and show people how to play guitar. Like I said, I've been to a lot of shows, and I mean, they were spot on. Like, they were like good, like really good. I was very impressed. Like I said, I wasn't sure how much of it they were actually play live, how much would be backtracked, how much whatever. But they definitely were playing everything live, and they were going off. Like, it was
spot on.
very, very impressive. Even if the mics were turned on and the mixing wasn't great, they themselves is like just, artists playing music, amazing. Blew my mind, honestly.
It was impressive. It really was.
Yeah, it really was.
I have to agree.
I was just smiling the whole time. I was just so happy.
But the thing that's crazy about it too is when you go to other shows, like you see guys that have been playing the same songs over and over and over and over and over again for years and years and years, and they're still have to focus on what they're doing. Like they don't have time to mess around and wave at the crowd or smile or have fun. And they were out there having fun the whole time, not missing any beats, not I don't know. It's one of the craziest things ever. It was blew my mind. Because before we've gotten to Kpop, we've talked about it before. Justin and I went to a lot of metalcore shows, hardcore shows, rock shows, stuff like that. And those guys, I mean, they are good at their craft because they've done it for a long time, but not anything like what this was. This was for lack of a better term, machine quality. It was you put it in the machine and it was perfect. There was nothing wrong, no off keys, no anything. It was I don't know, it blew my mind.
It was refined.
So I don't know if they learned that, because I don't know how the group was made. So I don't know if they learned that in hey, we're gonna make a band. These are your instruments. This is what you need to learn how to do. And these practice. Like how K-pop groups practice nonstop to the point where they're just unbelievably good. Because I mean, even bands they get together and they practice, but don't do it every single day for hours on end. Yeah. That's more a season thing. Because you can definitely tell the local groups compared to huge groups that have been around for years. The ability for them to play and do stuff at the same time is night and day. It's different. But these guys, I mean, they could go head to head with a lot of guitarists I've seen and freaking blow them out of the water. And still smile and be happy and jump around. It was nuts.
When I was looking into them a couple days ago, I learned that they were put together from two separate groups.
Were they?
3 of them were wanted to start a band, and 2 of them were already doing their own, I think, covers and stuff like that.
Sure.
And one of the teachers of the group of 3 said, "Hey, I know these 2 other girls who are doing band stuff," and they introduced them, and that's how they came about.
So basically, how any band starts.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's cool. That's awesome. I mean, they're very, very good. And the one girl, the drummer, she's not super big or anything. Dude, she was freaking nuts. She was a great drummer. You guys think Joey Jordison, R.I.P., was good from Slipknot, or Travis Barker's good. This girl was freaking insanely good. I don't know. It's just one of those things, after seeing so much music being played throughout my life before this, that I see this and I'm just if they sent actual bands off to Korea to train for a little bit, they'd come back and just be an unstoppable force. This is insane. It's one of those things you have to see in person to believe. Because you can watch the videos. Honestly, you can watch the videos, watch the music videos and stuff. Doesn't do it justice. You don't watch it in person. It's just wow, this is crazy. They're so good. That was one of my big takeaways from this. Is they really do play the music. They're a real band. And they can really play just as good as any other group I've ever seen, if not better.
I don't think they had a backing vocal track.
I don't think they did either.
I don't think they did either.
It was all live. And that the lead singer girl, whatever her name was,
Jaeyoung.
Amazing. So good live.
Yeah.
My one takeaway from her, she has a giant mouth.
She does.
It's really wide. You can tell it's just a wide.
She had a really interesting dress where I don't know if it was ripped or if it was a stylistic choice, but the bottom of it was kind of ripped.
I was looking at that and it's kind of weird because it had hooks on it.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's she unhooked some of them, so it was so it made me wonder if it was just a rolled around one piece thing.
Right.
And she unhook more of them if she wanted to. I don't know, it's kind of weird, but yeah. But she was killing it, man. She is very good, front woman quality, a Paley Williams from a Paramore or something like that.
That's awesome.
She was very, very good.
I like that they had a little bit of choreography, but it was very subtle. Every once in a while they would all headbang at the same time, but most of it I think was pretty extemporaneous of just kind of bouncing around.
Yeah. It was an actual rock show, an actual rock band playing music.
Yeah.
I don't know. just from a musical standpoint, like an artistry standpoint, like musicians, it was like mind blowing. I'm like, this is crazy. Like, why can't they make more bands like this over there? Maybe they do, and you just don't hear about them.
Yeah.
I don't know. On a scale from 1 to 10, the first group, if they were like a 5, then Rolling Quartz was like a 5,000 because
Oh yeah.
the first group wasn't even like bad. I wonder when the group is back to their merch table, like watching the show, if they're like, shit, these guys are really freaking good. Like, they're so much
They were
better
standing
than
there
us.
when we were leaving.
Well, and then I don't, because they changed the venue, and the original venue they didn't have an opener, right? And then like when they upgraded the venue, they had an opener, so they must have been a pretty last minute addition.
I mean, yeah, I mean, they're local, so like, probably just,
Yeah.
hey, you guys do anything Friday night? You want to come play?
Well, I'm guessing that the first band this isn't their full time gig to be a band.
Oh,
This is
yeah.
Rolling Quartz, obviously.
Well, yeah.
That's
So
their full time job, so that's probably part of the.
the person selling me the merch was the drummer.
Oh, yeah,
So-
I've been to plenty of
that's
shows
sweet.
where the guy literally was like, hey, they're like the headline, like, oh yeah, we're done. Come see us at our merch booth, and they're the ones selling you the merch, and they're like
Yeah.
the headline of a show.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
mean, that's just a normal thing. I don't know. It's just in my head. I'm just like, what were they thinking when they were watching them play? Like a girl, like Irish shredding the guitar. She's like all happy and giggling. She's just freaking ripping, just going nuts. And the guy's like the guitar player for the other band's like, I'm terrible. Like why? What am I even doing with my
God.
life? You know what I'm saying? Like it's like that level of like craziness. I will say the only person I think that could play guitar way better than them is Tim Henson from Polyphony. I don't know if you guys ever know who that is, but he's like
Nope.
a musical
Prodigy.
yeah, he's good band, but it's like all like music. There's no singing or anything, just music. So maybe we'll put that song at the end of this week and hope it doesn't get us demonetized or blocked in every country.
Try.
But no, they were really good, very good. They were really awesome. Just your classic cute K-pop girls playing music, being great. Like, what you gonna? I mean, I'd go see them again. They're awesome.
Oh,
100%.
I immediately looked up where their next show is. If it was in LA, I would have.
You could have just looked at the back of the dude's shirt. I think they're going to New York.
Oh, I should have.
Yeah,
No,
they
they
are.
are. They're
New
going to New
York,
York. Actually, they're doing 2 New York shows.
They are. Yeah.
They would be a sick group to have go on that big tour like Pixie did, to like
Yes.
23 different stops.
Mm-hmm.
Because I guarantee you they could get a crowd of people going. Because there was a pretty good turnout for this.
I would
Yeah.
say so. Yeah.
I would have 100 if they were like going to St. Louis next. 100% would have gone, or if they were going to like Indiana or something, I would have gone.
They're really good. Very good.
Taking
Good
the
job,
train.
Rolling Quartz.
I definitely left the concert more of a fan than I was coming in.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, same.
They were good enough to make me forget about Pixie for at least 30 minutes today.
Wow. That says
That
it all
says
right
it
there.
all.
I was saying earlier that I looked over and you like were kind of staring off into space, and I had a thought of like, is he thinking about Pixie right now?
Oh, it definitely was. But, man, I really just want, like I was saying before the show, just like a tour, like an actual tour of like groups that are kind of in that same kind of genre from Korea to make like a super Voltron concert, like a normal concert would be, and go play places, have like, one opener, a second opener, then like the main group come and just be awesome. Because I guarantee you'd sell tickets to that.
Oh yeah.
100%.
It would be Rolling Quartz, Pixie, and Dreamcatcher, right?
That'd be sick.
That would
Oh
be
my
sick.
Lord.
Even if the opener's like Pixie for like 5 songs and Dreamcatcher came out, and then just Rolling Quartz came out and they just duetted
then
Good
they-
Night together with Dreamcatcher.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh, that'd be amazing.
Or they played the instruments while Dreamcatcher sang
Yeah.
Good Night. That'd be sick. Can I just get that mixed match? I don't know if you guys know like old school like emo bands or like not as well known groups would do a thing with like switch songs and they'd be on like the same like old vinyls and they like have one side would be ones and they flip it over to be the other
Oh,
group.
yeah.
Really?
No.
You sound so old right now.
Well,
Father.
I would-
remember that, yeah.
I just want that where it's like get like Dreamcatcher, get like Rolling Quartz and they like swap and play each other's songs and then do a show like that. That'd be
awesome.
sick. I don't. It definitely looks like the more darker or rockier type of vibes are really taking off in the West for their certain K-pop groups. We're just talking about how the Rose is like headlining one of the stages on a Thursday at Lollapalooza, so that's pretty cool. The Rose is a group of like a rock kind of group from Korea, which you really don't hear much about. The last time I heard about them, they like came and did a concert at, like Rosemont.
So yeah, last time I heard about them was probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago when they were doing comebacks.
Yeah, they're like
Been a while.
pretty popular. And then they're like gone, and now they're like literally headlining a stage that's playing later than like Billie Eilish at
That's awesome.
Lollapalooza.
and the real icons, TXT.
Yeah, they
probably
TXT gets an
good.
hour and a half long set.
That's
What?
insane.
That's the
That's a
longest.
concert.
That's like the longest set on the
That's
whole
a
thing.
concert in itself.
No, a TXT concert is 3 hours.
All that
I've
really
been to a
matters
TXT
is
concert.
we're driving to Lollapalooza on a Thursday after work, gonna go see New Jeans for 30 minutes, and leaving and coming home.
Oh my
There you
god.
Priorities.
I know, right?
You want to see all you need to see.
I don't even know if they have enough songs to fill 30 minutes, so we'll see about that.
No, they're gonna do 0 4 times. Coca-Cola.
I wonder, I'm trying to think if there's any other stuff we kind of forgot about. We talked about the group, the show. Do I have any other random thoughts that I
Guitar
had?
pick. People are grabbing those like.
Oh yeah, they were
elbows
throwing
and
guitar
stuff.
picks out in the crowd.
Oh yeah, they were throwing
It was
guitar picks like
brutal to
crazy.
get those picks.
The guy in front of me was so honorable. He like looked at it, then he looked at the guy who was next to him, who was clearly a super fan. Was like, "You can have it, man." It was a very sweet moment.
It's funny because he got one, and the guy gave him a handshake, and then he gave him the other one, and they gave him a handshake again.
Oh, okay, I didn't see that part.
So they both got one.
Oh, okay, that's awesome then.
They were super hyped about that. But yeah, takeaways. Rolling Quartz, pretty cool. Actual rock show with Korean people, pretty cool.
Badass.
Hopefully they keep touring and they do more stuff. And I think the next show I gotta go see is maybe Tribe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Come
Is
down.
Tribe in June?
I don't remember.
Don't remember. Next one I'm going to is Twice.
Because I know aespa's
Yeah,
coming here
Twice.
sometime. Idol's coming sometime.
Mamamoo is next week, which
Mamamoo is
Josh
next
and I are
week.
going to. And then Twice is sometime in
I'm
June.
going to June 29th.
Yes.
show.
And then Idol and aespa. Our tickets go on sale in like a couple days.
And then I gotta get... No way, I already got my day off. So I think... It's not till August. I don't think Lollapalooza's till August.
Yeah.
Yeah.
September? Beginning of September?
No, it's in August.
Is it? Okay.
The only other show I'm thinking about going to, but I don't know if I want to, is... What?
Gia.
No,
Oh.
I want to go to Ride Fest so I can go watch Thursday play because I love Thursday.
You say you don't want to see My Bag again?
I didn't say I wasn't gonna go. I just
Oh,
said
okay.
that's not what I was talking about.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I
I'm
did
going
see
to
My Bag
a-
twice.
I'm going to see
I did see My Bag.
a Korean, it's like K-Soul kind of. They're called Wave to Earth. I'm seeing them in Chicago in the fall.
That sounds kind of cool.
Yeah, they're great. Stream Seasons by Wave to Earth.
Gotta look at Waterbomb for July, right, Zeg?
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, me and him are gonna go to the Busan Waterbomb Festival.
Oh my god.
weekend.
Also, Justin sent me a thing, and it was someone who tweeted Leo Presents, which is the people who put on the Pixie show and the Tribe show, and asked if they had any other people scheduled, like female groups for this year, and they said maybe Winky Face. So
I saw that, and
Or
I
like-
think
some kind of weird face on it. So
because someone had sent them a list of like, I need like this person, like these groups, and it was a list of groups, and they're like, oh, one of these people might be coming, and one of the groups was Purple Kiss, so I'm trying to manifest a Purple Kiss tour.
oh, I mean, Mamamoo's here, so
Oh, dude, okay, that's what they should do. Because
why would Purple Kiss? I always wondered why smaller groups in the same label don't open up for the more popular ones.
That would make sense.
Because I was telling them earlier, we were standing in line. There's been so many groups in my life I've been forced to listen to because they opened up for another group I wanted to see, and I ended up really liking them. So I like followed them or like bought a song. Well, I didn't buy anything. It's 21st century, but I listened to their music, gave them some streams that I never would have heard of if I never went and saw the show.
yeah.
So I'm not sure why. Like, say you have like a group you haven't even debuted yet, or some people you're like, oh yeah, so,
Yeah.
give them a name
It's
like
their first year.
yeah, like our WM girls or whatever, and they're coming out to open up for Mamamoo or whatever. I feel like a lot of people would be like, oh, they're kind of cool. Like maybe I'll look into them later on when they debut as a group, or I don't know why they don't do
So
that.
it's just a cost thing.
It might be,
Flights and lodging and all that.
or apparently according to all of the backstage videos by Pixie, there's just enormous amount of Swedish fish that they have to be provided in the show.
Yeah.
Oh, Gravity's coming. I overheard some girl, because I was standing there waiting for you guys for like 30 minutes, so some girls were saying that Gravity is coming, so I might try and go see them.
That'd be cool. I think we saw
We
them
did at KCON.
at KCON.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
I can never remember if it's Gravity or if it's P1 Harmony. It's one of them.
It was
It was
crazy.
Gravity.
I'm almost 100% sure every
Day
time
one.
until Justin confuses me, and now I
Well,
don't
okay,
know.
Justin can never remember if it's P1 Harmony or in hyphen.
Yeah, so it's all messed up.
And I'm pretty sure it's in hyphen, by the way.
I don't know. I thought it was Gravity that we...
Well, we saw Gravity.
Oh,
Because we
yeah.
saw
definitely
Gravity,
They were day
In
one, I
Mix,
think.
and B2B. And then we saw TO1, Stacy, and B2B.
Oh, Stacey.
Yeah.
More of the stories, we saw B2B twice. They're freaking
Right.
sick. Can we get a B2B tour? That's all I'm
We
asking
had the
for.
Stacey tour.
You think Rolling Quartz is sick? You should see B2B once in your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like life changing. Oh my gosh, Peniel's just as good in person as he is over the computer.
Oh yes, he is.
But yeah, Starship is sending Gravity on a tour, but they haven't sent Ive on a tour yet.
I'm sure they will eventually.
When that happens, it's gonna be.
Why send them on a tour where they can just make him headline like KCON?
Oh, that's true.
Because I can't go to that.
Yeah, I don't think I was hoping to go to KCON, and it's not gonna happen, unfortunately.
I don't know if I will or not. Maybe if Pixie's there, I'll go.
Pixies are. I mean, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Are you gonna get on a plane to
Yes,
see them?
I will.
You would do that for
I will
Pixie?
go. I will go on a plane right now, fly to Korea to go see Pixie if they're coming back.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
That's
says a
commitment.
lot.
I will do it. Probably really sick and throw up everywhere, but it'll be worth it.
Totally worth it.
Maybe I'll wake up in a whole new place. Like it never gonna happen. But yeah, so that's kind of a review episode for this week. All of our special guests are here, so that's cool. It took 3 of them to replace one Justin, so do that math.
And we're still not even that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what he's doing right now. I'm sure he's in a better place doing something fun.
Hopefully he's healing up.
Or he's sleeping. I don't know. Find out later.
You can call him.
But yeah, I can't wait to go home after this weekend and open up all these Pixie albums.
And let us know what you got.
Yeah, I know. I can't wait to open up all these old ones, just get a bunch of Ellen Sapules that aren't even there anymore. And then still have to go buy all the Dia photo cards off Instagram. But such is life. But yeah, so we'll catch you guys next week. Not sure what we're going to do yet. I'm sure I'll think of something when I'm driving home tomorrow. Until next week, see you later.
Later.
See ya.
Bye.